All right, so if you listen closely, it's a little bit far away, so I don't actually know if the recorder is going to pick it up, but just take my word for it. There's a leaf blower in the background. Of course there is. Of course there is. And I'm, kind of in the middle of the kind of nature preserve out here, so isn't that wonderful? I do have some noise canceling headphones on, and I have this app called Atmosphere that plays different sounds. You can program it to, well, let's see what I'm doing right now. It's, let's see here. Let's see. There's kids playing soccer in the back. There's a bird chirping. There's a dog. There's a kind of background music they call Neptune, waterfall, waves crashing. And with the noise canceling headphone, it's not so bad, but you come out to the nature preserve and then you have to listen to sort of fake nature to cover the fact that, there's leaf blowers in the back. I mean, everything is just so fake, isn't it? But I've been sort of, debating whether to put, I finally did a couple of weeks ago, that I had that maybe minute-long complaint about leaf blowers, and I had a longer one as well, but I had the original on September 9th or something, let's say. I had a video about how leaf blowers are annoying, 30 seconds or 60 seconds, and I put it on Nextdoor, right? And I said I finally read the thread there, and I got about halfway through it. It was like 33 minutes. And of course, there were leaf blowers playing in the background. You could kind of hear them. So, yeah. And I've been debating, do I put that up? Does the world need one more video of me bitching about leaf blowers? And, the original thread was in September. So it is December 8th. So it's been 3 months since I put the original thread up and the short video. I recorded the screenshot of that video that I'm debating whether I should put it up. I did that 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, but I haven't put that one up yet, right? And I've had 3 months to think about these things, and let me see, I'm kind of lost here. And it's 4:24, by the way. So for all the people who are like, well, you're just complaining because it's only. The leaf blowers are only on when, everyone's away at work and you're one of the few people who is... Oh, I think you can hear it now pretty well. You can hear it even over the noise canceling stuff. Anyways, I don't know if it comes through, but, some people could be like, oh, well, you only hear it when everyone's away at work, and since you're mostly at home, or, there's no job for me to go to per se, you're getting most of it. No, it's 4:25. Most people are going to be home from work by now, or school's over, right? And there's retired people. There's maybe mothers who stay at home with their kids and stuff like that. But fuck them too, right? I did the video on that. I did put that one up, right? So I don't want to rehash too much, but I've had 3 minutes to think about this, and the leaf blowers are just kind of a perfect example of any sort of lack of, anything worth calling a community. Where, okay, a compromise could be, let's have leaf blowers, I don't know, twice a month or something for a couple hours. If you need the gutters to blow out, I guess. I mean, but really, do we need to do this? And some people, again, the neighbors top it off every other day. Oh, well, we got to have a perfect driveway and drive all the leaves onto the lawn and just leave them there. Yeah, looks so much better now, yeah. So, but can you talk to anyone about this? Like, am I the only person? Like, what am I supposed to do? Knock on every door and say, hey, can you understand that the rakes exist? And they're not that loud. In many cases, they're faster, right? But is there some kind of community association that meets every once in a while and I'm just not invited, where we could raise these issues and say, okay, fine, we don't have to ban the fucking things. Because even in places where they ban the leaf blowers, the gas ones, the electric ones are kind of fucking annoying too. they're loud as hell too. And yeah, let me see here. So even though I'm silent right now, I see the bars moving even when I'm not talking. The bars of my voice recorder app. So that's interesting because I think you might be able to hear the hum of it. I think it's just perfect background music because, we're talking about it. So, but yeah, it's just the lack of community where, okay, like you can't discuss this anywhere, and even worse, the next door comments that the video I want to put up about it's just like half of them are just fucking assholes about it. It's like, oh, that's all you got to complain about? Bah. Go fuck yourself, It's like, I want to take a nice walk in nature here. And I think the main picture I'm going to have for this is me smiling over a little pond on the trail. Okay, why am I listening to this? I really hope that comes through. If not, there's just a lot of... No, that's got to come through. It's just getting louder and louder here. But why is it that, it's supposed to be lots of trees here, nice little nature preserve, lots of little trails in the forest, and I'm listening to this bullshit. And I can hear it now, even over noise-canceling headphones and the Atmosphere app, I mean, like, what the fuck is this, Where do you go to today? Let's have a compromise about this. Instead of the leaf blowers going off whenever the fuck, how about, again, we do it twice a month or something if you really need it. And again, if you really need that driveway 100% clear, then use a fucking broom. But that's it. It's just, so it's not, yes, the leaf blowers are goddamn fucking annoying, right? But it's not just, it's a symbol of there's no community anywhere. It's not even, we're just going closer and closer to it, aren't we? I think we are. There's no one to go to and say, look, this is kind of annoying. I mean, first of all, I have another video I didn't put up about it. Yeah, the neighbor with the clumps, 2 neighbors clumping. I got to put that one up too. But that one of those guys loves using his electric blower to massage every blade of grass. Unbelievable, But what are you supposed to do? Hey, guy, have you heard of a rake? Like, am I going to do that? And again, it's not that one guy, because this isn't even near my house. I'm probably, 2-3 miles out from my house? Well, probably 1.5 miles, 2 miles. So what you're hearing now, hopefully. Let me check. You know what I'm going to do? This is fun. Interaction with the phone and voice recordings. Let me take a screenshot of where I am just to show. Let me put the satellite on. All right, satellite is now on. So these are where the houses are, okay? We are, hold on. Okay, so this is where the houses are, right? We are on the west trail with the little blue dot, and you can see where the houses are. You can barely see it, but you see Heritage Hill Circle. Oh boy, you can hear that. Oh, you can hear that. I love it. Case in fucking point. So we are quite far away from the housing, right? And you can still hear it in what's supposed to be a nature preserve, but really it's a leaf blower preserve. Or a make me insane preserve, right? And again, it's a lack of community where you can't. Where's a place to go to discuss these things and say, okay, fine, I get everyone's OCD about this, and the driveway's got to be 100% clear for 5 minutes before the leaves fall down on it again, right? But you can't discuss this anywhere. You can't say, this fucking feels like an electric collar around me, and I'm just shocked randomly throughout the fucking day. And it's like, okay, fine, I'll go to the nature preserve. And the nature preserve is in some ways louder than inside my house sometimes. I mean, unfucking acceptable. You know? So if anybody has like any place in America where they not only just, again, I don't even want to ban it, but is there a way we can constrain it into twice a month kind of thing? You know? Is there a place that consciously says, yeah, this is kind of annoying. We get it. And yeah, okay, people should use it every once in a while because, you know, we got to get those gas fumes out and, you know, you got to be sniffing that gasoline. But only twice a month. Only sniffing gas twice a month. And, you know, we got to make sure all the dust is kicked in the air. You know, we got to do that, but only twice a month. We got to make sure people have asthma problems and allergy problems, but only twice a month. We're only going to do that, okay? So if anybody has any suggestions where, you know, you can actually talk about these concerns, I'd love to move there tomorrow, right? So, and hopefully there's a pool there where they're not playing the shittiest club music all day long, right? Anyways, yeah, here we go. Here's a little detour. This gets us closer to the creek, so it should be a little quieter, you know? It's what a shame. I saw two guys out here. So the whole time I've walked here for, let's say, you know what? Let me see here. This is an interactive thing. I have walked, here's my step walker thing. I have walked 8,200 steps, almost 4 miles. So now I'm headed back. So I would say I walked, what, 3 miles out? So yeah, I've walked a lot. I've seen 2 people out here today. 2 guys, and that's it. Over the last, I don't know, hour and a half. And even with this, oh, it's so nice. Oh, no one's out here, and brrrr. It's like, oh, fuck me, right? So, but I get to talk about this. Again, it's not the leaf blower. I mean, yeah, they're fucking annoying, but it's that there's just no community, right? There's nowhere where you can actually say, okay, let's have our common concerns. We're not living in 10,000 acre ranches where you can't hear anything from somebody else, right? Huh. But you know, I guess we can talk about it. So I'm going to put that video up, and I'm also going to put the other video up of me criticizing my 2 neighbors who are both clumping. And if you want to find out what that is, yeah, we can. I think I have some pictures of it too. It's just obnoxious. So I don't want to get lost here. Okay, there we go. Okay, some of this stuff is not that well marked out. So. But part of it is, so would I be happier, you know, if there were no leaf blowers or the sound was really restricted to where I wasn't just going insane every couple hours? You know, again, it's like an electric shock collar. You know it's coming. You don't know when. It's just, right, you don't know when it ends once it's on either, right? It's infuriating. So would I be happier if you didn't have this audible ear collar on you? Electric shock collar for your ears? You know, I think so, but part of it is, it's not like I'm part of anything anyways, right? So it's, in some ways, the leaf blower is a reminder that as much as I want to be, well, how do we phrase this? Right? It's a reminder that I can't find peace even if I'm alone. But is that really the goal? Because I don't want to be alone, and that's functionally what I am now, right? So I guess in a roundabout way, because the leaf blowers disturb whatever peace and serenity I can find, you know, it kind of helps me talk about it. So, I don't know, kind of roundabout way of, well, I don't know. We'll put this up. We'll put the other stuff up. And I think that's it for now. Oh, and let's see here. Since this is an audio recording, I don't think it's recording the atmosphere thing I'm playing in the background. So I'll record that later and insert that in here now for, I don't know, the last 30 seconds. So let's see. This this is what I'm hearing right now. And yeah, we'll just insert that here. All right, so it is 5 minutes after the, you can hear me stomping the leaves here. Yeah, maybe I should bring some leaf blowers out here and clear up these leaves, because leaves are like a poison, and if there's any around, then everyone's gonna die or something. But anyway, so you can hear me stomping. So it is literally 5 minutes after the 15-minute video. I'm not sure when I'm gonna put that up and the other ones, but it doesn't matter. So what would I want, right? So in terms of just material stuff, what kind of house? Obviously, I'd want somewhere quiet, right? I want somewhere quiet where, you know, the only thing you can hear is maybe people stomping on leaves a little bit, right? You don't hear the leaf blowers, or again, maybe twice a month if we really want to feel in a compromising mood. You know, not even that, but whatever. A pool, I need a pool. I'm going to have to do a video about that as well, because the pool, I have an uneasy relationship with swimming, but that's another topic for another day. I was forced to do it in high school, or well, before that as well. Well, never mind. We'll talk about that another day. Let's put a bookmark in that. But, what's my point? Yeah, so a pool would be nice, you know, just that, but, you know, I don't even need a big house. Everything's just so fucking big, you know? So many bedrooms, and, oh, who cares, you know? You get all these kitchens. You know, I have been thinking about doing, you know, just reviewing houses for sale. I looked at a townhome, kind of where I go by the waterfall. I think I mentioned that. Yeah, I did mention that before. It's a nice place to walk around at night, and it's generally not that loud, except if you have some asshole who has his music on the speakerphone as he's stomping there at 11:30, you know. Because, you know, he doesn't have earbuds, so everyone else has to listen to his music. And he could hold the phone up to his ear like he's taking a call and then just listen. No, everybody's got to listen to his Spotify account. Fuck that guy, you know? But anyways, it's generally a quiet place, and, you know, if the neighbor is loud, because again, why not? Of course he is. I could just be out there, and it's generally pretty good to walk around. But that place, where was I going with this? Yeah, I just get too flustered. So many. Shit. Oh boy. This is a voice recording, so I'm just gonna have to re-listen back to this. So we'll be back in a short while. Some videos on townhomes that were for sale near that area with the waterfall, and the guy who has the phone out loud. Yeah, okay. It was like, I don't know, $800,000 or something. And I looked through it, and the kitchen stove did not even have a vent above it. It didn't have one of those weird ones that go up. It didn't have one to the side. You know, it's like, so you buy an $800,000 fucking townhome, and you can't even suck up the greasy food smell, right? I mean, you know, it's just so crazy, you know? It's so insane. You have these massive houses, and oh, it's such a beautiful kitchen, and it's like, the only person who would buy this is somebody who doesn't actually use the kitchen, you know? Anyways, so that's one video I could do, and that's been a fun sort of thing, because that's easy filler content. It's kind of fun, but, you know, oh boy. There's a fork in the road here. I love these forks. Oh boy. I think, let me see here. Fork in the road. Yeah, I think we're going the right way. Hopefully we'll figure it out. So, but yeah, it's not about these material things like, okay, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's just horrible to be miserably alone. And yeah, that's what it's about, isn't it? I mean, yeah, because, okay, let's go find a place and build a nice big pool, and, you know, I guess whatever other people want. But yeah, where is that? Yeah, okay, I don't have that. Yeah, you know, let's have 10 of my closest friends, and we'll build a giant pool somewhere, and make sure we don't use leaf blowers. You know, yeah, but yeah, I don't have that. All right, and the horror of that is what has prevented me from talking about it, right? Instead of acknowledging that, boy, I'm kind of in a hole and I might never be able to dig myself out of this. You know, and I've kind of noticed this. The Danube incident I mentioned, that happened almost 20 years ago. Summer 2002. Let's say July something. You know, and I don't want to rehash it, but I kind of realize I'm alone. Can't talk to anyone about anything interesting. It's an empty, miserable world. And it's just been, it's been tough. But now that I realize it, I can talk out loud about it. Because again, what prevents me from just, maybe not doing bitch fest every day like this, but you know, the shitty little criticisms or not even criticisms, but even positive things about houses, you know, I don't have to do that every day, but you know, you do that twice a month, you know, like how leaf blowers ought to be at worst, right? Okay, that's 2 things out of the month. You know, I could review some of the books I really like. I could review some of the movies I've liked. Okay, not everything has to be super duper serious, right? And yet, why don't I just put daily stuff out there? I mean, if I'm ever going to find like-minded people with whom it's worth living for, it's only this way. And cognitively, I get it. You know, I fucking get it. But actually doing it is just like, oh my God, I can't do it. I just get so, oh shit. They're building some new steps here. Insert photo now, I guess. And in fact, let's take photo now. And we are taking photo. Uh-oh. Let me jump up here. And that's where we almost fell. So that's been the issue, is why can't I just fucking be not too much of a bitch and at least put stuff up every day? Is it, I'm just so busy with other, no, I'm not. That's bullshit. You know, I'm barely busy with anything. Bored out of my mind for the most part, right? So why is it that I've just been so, well, because, you know, to have to start putting stuff out there is to acknowledge the elephant in the room that, you know, since realizing these things 20 years ago, and I was, 16, it hasn't gotten that much better. It really hasn't, you know? And it's just awful to realize the extent of my, you know, inability to find like-minded people, right? And again, just to close out, the leaf blower is just the perfect symbol of that, where you realize this is fucking painful. Okay, I can't take a nap in the middle of the day. Every fucking minute of the day, I have to anticipate that it's going to go off and go brrrr, you know, and you can't talk to anyone about it. There's nothing worth calling a community here or anywhere else, you know? And that's just basic things like my ears are fucking in pain and it's fucking annoying. It's not deeper things like, gee whiz, let's talk about the Danube incident from 2002, and I wonder if anybody else had similar feelings. Or, hey, let's go peruse, you know, the book I wrote, Drero, or whatever, you know? And I've tried doing some of that. And, you know, especially last year, 2020, I started doing some of that, and I did 100 videos in a row, but that kind of flailed out, and that's fine. You know, we can try again. But anyways, that's it for now, and yeah.